July 1799. In the scorching heat of the Egyptian summer, history was about to be unearthed in the most unexpected way. The Egyptian sun scorches a team of French soldiers, toiling away under its relentless glare. Their mission is not in battle, but rebuilding a fort near Rosetta, a strategic location in Napoleon's campaign. As they demolish an ancient wall, brick by ancient brick, a soldier's shovel strikes something unusual, a solid resistance beneath the sand. They carefully uncover a large dark slab, a stark contrast to the surrounding sandstone. Its surface is covered with intricate carvings, featuring 3 distinct scripts, a puzzle etched in stone. Commander Bouchard, an engineer overseeing the construction, recognizes its significance immediately, understanding this could be more than just another old stone. Among the scripts, one is Greek, a familiar language, a language European scholars can readily read and understand. Bouchard suspects the texts are translations of the same message, a key to deciphering the unknown, possibly unlocking the secrets of ancient Egypt, a civilization shrouded in mystery. Excitement ripples through the camp, a sense of anticipation fills the air. This is no ordinary stone but a potential key to a lost world, a gateway to understanding a forgotten past. News spreads quickly, carried by messengers across the sprawling camp. Napoleon's team of scholars, the savants, intellectuals accompanying the military expedition, rush to examine the find, eager to unravel its mysteries. They carefully clean the stone, removing the layers of sand and time, make copies meticulously documenting every inscription, and begin studying the mysterious inscriptions, hoping to unlock their secrets. The Rosetta Stone's journey, a journey that would transcend time and continents, from a buried relic hidden beneath the sands to a world-famous artifact admired by millions, has begun, marking a pivotal moment in archaeological history. This accidental discovery would forever change our understanding of history, rewriting the narrative of ancient Egypt. The soldiers had found a treasure map to the ancient past, a guide to deciphering a lost civilization. Napoleon's campaign was about more than conquest. It was also a quest for knowledge. It was about discovery, about uncovering the secrets of the past. The savants knew this stone could be the breakthrough scholars had dreamed of, the key to unlocking hieroglyphs. The Rosetta Stone was about to become an icon, the most important archaeological find of its time, a cornerstone of Egyptology. Its secrets would soon captivate the world, sparking a global fascination with ancient Egypt. The Rosetta Stone is a hefty slab of dark granodiorite, a dense and durable igneous rock. Its dark color gives it a somber, almost imposing presence. It's surprisingly large, nearly 4 feet tall and weighing as much as a small car. Imagine the effort it took to move and inscribe such a massive object. Its top is broken, a visible testament to the ravages of time and perhaps the rough handling it endured over the centuries, leaving the message incomplete. And its surface is scarred by time, bearing the marks of countless years spent buried and exposed to the elements. These imperfections only add to its mystique. The stone's face is divided into 3 distinct sections. At the top, damaged hieroglyphs, the formal and sacred script of ancient Egypt. In the middle, Demotic script, a more simplified and cursive form of Egyptian writing, and at the bottom, ancient Greek, the language of the ruling class at the time. Hieroglyphs, Egypt's picture writing, were far more than just pretty pictures. They represented sounds, ideas, and even entire words, but their meaning was a total mystery for centuries. Demotic, a flowing script, was a more practical and accessible form of writing. It was widely used for everyday documents, from letters to contracts. Greek, the language of scholars, was well understood by the academics of the time, and because it was known, it was the key to understanding the rest of the inscription. The presence of a known language alongside 2 unknown ones, all on the same stone, was a codebreaker's dream, a puzzle just waiting to be solved. The stone is a fragment of a larger monument, originally a stela, a commemorative slab. This stela was set up in 196 BC during the reign of Ptolemy V, a pharaoh of Greek descent. The text itself is a decree from priests, a formal proclamation. It's essentially a public relations exercise, praising the young pharaoh for his good deeds. The priests were pledging their loyalty in return for his generosity and support of the temples. To ensure the message reached everyone, copies of this decree, in all 3 scripts, were created. These copies were then ordered to be displayed in every temple throughout Egypt. The Rosetta Stone, therefore, was not a unique artifact, but one of many made to spread the king's message far and wide. But its triple inscription, the key to unlocking a lost language, made it the perfect linguistic puzzle for future generations. The Greek text offered a direct line, a clear and understandable path to the meaning of the mysterious Egyptian scripts, both hieroglyphs and demotic. This stone was not just a relic, it was far more significant than that. It was a bridge between worlds, connecting the ancient civilization of Egypt to the modern world. Its discovery would soon unlock the secrets of a lost civilization. It would reveal the silent language of the pharaohs, bringing their stories to life once more. The Rosetta Stone's true power lay not just in its physical presence but in its words, waiting to be deciphered. The Rosetta Stone's discovery was thrilling, but it exposed a huge problem. No one could read hieroglyphs. For over 1,400 years, the meaning of Egypt's picture writing was lost. Temples, tombs, and scrolls were covered in unreadable symbols, a library of silent stories. Scholars relied on Greek and Roman accounts, often incomplete or inaccurate. To truly understand Egypt, we needed to read its own words. Many believed hieroglyphs were just symbolic pictures, not a real language. This misconception led to wild, fantastical translations. The Rosetta Stone changed everything. It was a code-breaking tool, not just a museum piece. The Greek text was the key, but the scripts were complex and the challenge immense. The race to decipher the stone's message would soon grip Europe's greatest minds. The goal used Greek to unlock demotic and hieroglyphs. The ancient puzzle was finally within reach. Hieroglyphic writing, with its elegant and intricate symbols, is one of humanity's oldest and most fascinating scripts. It represents a window into a world long past, a civilization that thrived along the fertile banks of the Nile. This remarkable writing system dates all the way back to 3200 BC, showcasing the ingenuity and sophistication of the ancient Egyptians. For millennia, these sacred carvings recorded Egypt's rich and complex history, preserving the stories of its pharaohs and its people. They also documented the intricate details of their religion, their beliefs about the afterlife, and the royal decrees that shaped their society. The system itself was remarkably complex. Some signs stood for entire words, acting as miniature representations of objects or concepts, while others represented individual sounds, much like letters in our modern alphabet. And then there were those that clarified meaning, acting as guides to ensure the correct interpretation of the text. Over time, as the need for efficiency grew, Egyptians developed faster, more streamlined scripts. First hieratic, and then demotic, for the purposes of daily use and record-keeping. Highly trained scribes were the masters of these scripts, able to read and write all three, carefully choosing the right one for each specific task. However, the winds of change were blowing, and foreign conquest changed everything. The Greeks, with their powerful armies and vibrant culture, brought their language, and later, the Romans followed suit, leaving their own indelible mark on the land. And then, the rise of Christianity gradually eroded and eventually erased the old traditions, including the ancient writing systems. The Coptic language, a direct descendant of ancient Egyptian but written with Greek letters, slowly replaced the ancient scripts in everyday life. The last known hieroglyphic inscription, a poignant reminder of a fading era, was carved in 394 AD. Within just a few generations, the profound knowledge of hieroglyphs vanished from human memory. The language of the pharaohs, once vibrant and alive, fell silent, its intricate meaning lost to the mists of time and relegated to the realm of myth and legend. And so, for 1,400 long years, hieroglyphs were no longer understood as a form of writing, but rather were perceived as magical symbols imbued with hidden powers. They were seen as enigmatic emblems, not as a real functional writing system capable of conveying complex ideas. The beautiful depictions of birds and snakes, once integral parts of a written language, were now viewed as mysterious art, not as the building blocks of words and sentences. The true voice of Egypt, its history, its wisdom, and its secrets was locked away, hidden behind a veil of misunderstanding. That is, until the discovery of the Rosetta Stone offered a glimmer of hope, a key to unlock the mysteries of the past. The world was poised on the brink of a monumental rediscovery, the language of one of its greatest and most influential civilizations. The silent script, patiently waiting through the centuries, was finally about to speak again, revealing its secrets to those who could decipher its ancient code. The Rosetta Stone's fate was shaped by war. After its discovery, French scholars in Cairo began studying it, but Napoleon's campaign faltered. The British defeated the French, and the surrender treaty demanded all antiquities, including the Rosetta Stone, be handed over. The French protested, even tried to hide the stone, but the British prevailed. In 1802, the stone sailed to England and was presented to King George III. It found a permanent home in the British Museum, where it remains today. The stone's journey from Egypt to London was a product of imperial rivalry. Now, it was ready for the next chapter, the intellectual race to unlock its secrets. The world's eyes turned to the Rosetta Stone. With the Rosetta Stone in London, a fierce scholarly rivalry ignited between England and France. The Greek text was quickly translated, but the real challenge was connecting it to the Demotic and hieroglyphic scripts. English polymath Thomas Young made the first breakthrough, identifying royal names in Demotic and noticing cartouches in hieroglyphs. He realized some hieroglyphs represented sounds, not just symbols, a crucial insight. Young matched signs to the name Ptolemy, proving a phonetic element existed. However, he believed this phonetic system applied only to foreign names. Across the Channel, French scholar Jean-François Champollion took the challenge further. Champollion, fluent in Coptic, suspected the entire hieroglyphic system was phonetic and logographic. He built on Young's work, convinced the code could be fully cracked. The stage was set for a dramatic breakthrough. The world waited for someone to finally read the language of the pharaohs. The intellectual race was reaching its climax. The answer was within grasp. Champollion's obsession with ancient Egypt and his mastery of Coptic gave him a unique edge. In 1822, while studying cartouches from Abu Simbel, he made a stunning realization. He identified the sun symbol as Ra, and combining it with other signs, read the name Rameses. He then deciphered Thutmose from another cartouche, confirming his theory. The hieroglyphic system was a hybrid phonetic, logographic, and determinative. Champollion had cracked the code. Overwhelmed, he reportedly burst into his brother's office, shouted, "I've got it," and fainted. Whether true or not, the story captures the magnitude of his achievement. On September 27, 1822, he presented his findings to the world. The silent language of ancient Egypt could finally be read. Champollion's breakthrough was the key scholars had sought for centuries. The Rosetta Stone's message was unlocked at last. The ancient world began to speak again. Champollion's discovery opened the door to Egypt's true history. Inscriptions on temples and tombs became readable, no longer just mysterious art, but real stories. Historians could now hear from the Egyptians themselves, not just outsiders. The impact was revolutionary. Timelines clarified, battles described, beliefs explained. Everyday life emerged from the texts, letters, poems, even complaints. The Egyptians were revealed as vibrant, complex, and deeply human. Egyptology was transformed. The past came alive in vivid detail. Champollion's work inspired generations of scholars to keep translating and learning. The Rosetta Stone became the dictionary and grammar book for a lost civilization. The conversation with ancient Egypt had finally begun. Today, the Rosetta Stone is more than an artifact. It's a symbol of discovery and understanding. Its name stands for any key to unlocking a mystery, from genetics to artificial intelligence. Millions visit the British Museum to see the stone that changed history. Its presence in London is debated. Many Egyptians want it returned as a national treasure. The stone's story highlights questions of heritage and ownership. For historians, its legacy is the birth of modern Egyptology. It proved that lost knowledge can be recovered. The Rosetta Stone connects us to ancient Egypt, to the soldiers who found it, and to the scholars who solved its puzzle. It bridges languages, cultures, and centuries. Sometimes a single discovery can change the world. The Rosetta Stone reminds us that the past still has stories to tell.